Hi everyone. So again, this is the Epiphany channel, Cheryl Abram. Please like and subscribe if you want to be in on these conversations about learning and evaluation. So today I want to talk about four formal and informal training or learning events that I attended in the past couple of years that really had an impact on me and my work. And they really helped to influence what I believed about certain subjects and then how I acted on those changed or new or broadened beliefs. Okay. So I'm going to give you the name of the course, where I took it, and the duration. And now I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm just sharing this information because as if we were sitting in Starbucks or something talking about a training I went to. So I'm not endorsing anybody. Like, I don't care if you go there or not. And all of these topics I'm talking about, you can absolutely find all this stuff online for free. Okay. So now, the first one that I want to talk about is a formal course that I went to. It was 2 days, and it was called Developing and Implementing an Outward Mindset. And it was by Arbinger Institute. All right, so I took this about, I don't know, like a year and a half or 2 years ago. And I'm going to write all these also in the notes below the video so that you have this. But so this outward mindset course was really influential for me, not so much because of the content, all right? And in fact, my thinking did not align with some of the content, which was fine. So I was able to hear a certain perspective about mindset and how to change it and what the kinds of mindsets were, which was wonderful. But it didn't really do anything to shift what I believed. I mean, in fact, I thought that some things could have been done a little differently. But the thing that really did stick with me from this training was during the training, they had us call our co-workers. We had to call a colleague to complete one of the activities in the training. Now, of all the trainings that I've been to, for all the years that I've been working, I have never been told, or it has never been in the design of the learning, to actually reach out to a person you work with and bring them into what you were doing. I thought that was awesome. I thought it was wonderful. Not that these are the only people doing that, but it's the first time I experienced it, right? And me doing that, it felt funny again, because like I said, I'd never done it before. But me doing that really shifted my thinking about the way we can design our own context, and allow learners to design their own context into, or to bring their own context into the learning, right? That was really valuable, and I really, really did appreciate that about this training. Okay, so the next one, and these are in no order of importance or anything like that, okay? So the next one that I did was called Introduction to User Experience Design, or UX Design. And this was on Coursera. It was created by Georgia Tech. Now, I love Coursera courses. I take Coursera courses all the time. I audit most of them, and that's where you don't have to pay for the certificate, because I really just want that information. And they're really, really, really good. I can tell you a lot about Coursera courses I've taken. But this one, Introduction to User Experience Design, what this course did was, now UX design is usually used with like web pages and stuff like that, right? Things having to do with computers and the individual interacting with the technology. But what this course did, it showed me that it's possible. Well, what it helped to do, let me say that, is that it showed me that it's possible to go outside of typical instructional design to design a learning experience, right? There are so many other design principles and models out there that are outside of instructional design that are very, very helpful, very useful, and this is one of them. I absolutely love UX design, And because of attending this and other things that I already knew about UX design and other courses that I took, it helped to influence what my evaluation model looks like. And it also influences the way that I talk about design. In the last meeting I had about an evaluation that I completed, I was talking about the gulf of evaluation and the gulf of execution, right? Those are two terms, two principles that we don't hear in instructional design, but they are very relevant to the way we evaluate and the way we look for effects that are happening in our learning experiences. Okay, so the next one is, now for this next one, I totally did not belong in this course, right? This is not a course that someone in learning and evaluation would go to. I was the only one like me in the course, but I'm so glad that I went. It was highly, highly relevant to the work that I do in learning and evaluation. So that course is Manage Risk Through Effective Enterprise Risk Management, and it was through Management Concepts. Now, I had already done some research on knowledge failure and knowledge risk, but there was nothing in the learning and development area that would help me to connect learning with enterprise risk management, right? So I had to leave the learning community, which is unfortunate, and I'm doing everything I can right now to change that, but I had to leave the learning community and really go into enterprise risk management to make that connection myself. And I did. So this course was very good. It was 2 days. It was classroom. And it really helped me to see more clearly the relationship between learning and risk management in an organization, right? And because I now see that, and it's, I'm able to modify and broaden my beliefs about the role of learning in the organization. And so part of the model also is knowledge risk assessment. So I was at the TOC conference, I think last week, or the week before, and my topic was knowledge failure. And in that session, we started off from the very beginning. We just started doing knowledge risk assessments of training objectives. I had a sample training objective from an actual course that I'd been helping to evaluate. And we looked at the objective and we pulled out the various risks or the various things that were possible or things that could prevent the learner from reaching that objective. Okay. So this course was helpful in me, and it helped to shape the way that I move forward, when it came to modifying the model and actually doing knowledge risk assessment. Okay, so the last one is very relevant, and I think I actually went to this about 5 years ago, but I still remember it, and I still think about it because it was very, very influential in what happened afterwards. And that course, it was at the Performance Institute. It was called Program Evaluation and Evidence-Based Analysis. I also think this was 2 days, 2 or 3 days, but I also remember this not because it was so influential on my work, but the course happened when we had that earthquake here in DC and Virginia some years ago. So that's how long ago it was, whenever that was. But this course was really influential for me and in the way that I did work because of the work we did in learning about logic models. Now, I'm a social worker, so I already know about logic models. We already use that for programs, so I knew about that, and I learned about it in school as well. But I didn't learn it within the context of learning and development, right? At least not, leadership development and training and things like that. I hadn't learned it in that context. So when it was brought up this time, and now I'm working in learning and development, it really helped me to see, oh man, this logic model can really, help us to look at our programs and show other people our programs in a in a very structured and strategic way. So that course helped to influence the way I worked moving forward. And if Performance Institute were to do, were to reach out to its former, learners who have been there or who had been there a while ago, just to see if they had been using the learning, they would see a lot of things that I've done with, with that course. So that was a very influential course when it came to the way I thought about my work, changing my perspective about different things within learning and development, and then the things that I did, the things that I did moving forward, I greatly attribute to what I had known before, plus, what I got from these various courses. So, all right, so that's all I have today. Again, I'm going to put these things in the comment section below the video so you can see what they were, just in case you're interested. And I'm going to create more videos like this. So please, again, like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.